Let's for just a moment take a look at jump rope, and specifically jump rope singles. And I make that distinction because we can also work on double unders with jump rope, where we have 2 passes of a cable for 1 jump. What singles are 1 jump to 1 pass. Jump ropes come in all sorts of various weights. You can find really thin speed ropes that we'll often use in CrossFit. If we're working on double unders, you can find really heavy ropes that make jump roping a very cardiovascular experience. I really like the ones that are somewhere in the middle. These are from, this is company RX Ropes. I can give you guys a link to this. This is one of their mid-weight ones. But what Susan and I are gonna do is just spend a couple of minutes working on jump rope technique. Full disclosure, I have literally never seen her jump rope, so this could be horrendous. She's told me she can, we're gonna see what happens. So let's just go for about 10 passes, 10 jumps. Great, and relax. Okay, so let's just start to call out some stuff that is working really, really well for Susan. There's basically nothing that I would fix, at least not for when she's doing a set of 10. First thing, if you notice, and she's gonna jump again, so you'll see these. Elbows are staying tucked in and her hands are staying pretty close to her. My rule of thumb is I wanna always see my hands in my peripheral vision. I don't wanna be looking down at the rope, I'm not looking at the sky, but if my eyes are forward and I can see my hands in the corners, I'm doing pretty well. It tells me that my hands aren't going out, because if the hands go out, the rope functionally gets shorter. Second thing is Susan's not moving forward or backward or left or right. If you start moving around on the ground, then you're moving relative to the rope and it's a lot easier to miss. The third thing that she's doing really well, and it's probably the one thing that she could improve on slightly, was how low she was jumping. She was only leaving the ground by a couple of inches, right? You only have to jump as high as the rope is thick. Learning to be efficient, learning to almost be lazy with your jump rope is a really good thing. We can always challenge it, we can always make it harder, but we don't wanna make it harder if we don't have to. So I want you guys to watch for these things, where her elbows and hands sit, the height of her jump, and how static she is in place, that she's not moving around on the floor. Let's go for another set. Let's make this, plan on this one being about 20. She's not even jumping as high anymore. She's a little bit closer to the ground, which is great. And there's not a ton of random movement in the chest and the rib cage. You know, when I look at Susan from the side and she's just standing there, when she's jumping, there's basically no change in her body. There's a little bit of a spring from the feet, a little bit of a spring from the knees. But guys, that's basically what our single unders should look like for jump roping. Thanks.